Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining this class discussion. My name is Nilogede Turtami. I'm a college student of Ganesha University of Education. So today I will present about plan strategies to cope with COVID-19 education now and after. Before that, I will explain a little bit about COVID-19. The COVID-19, as you know, as the coronavirus pandemic, is an ongoing pandemic in coronavirus disease 2019. This was first identified in December 2019 in Wuhan, China. The World Health Organization declared the outbreak a public health emergency of international concern in January 2012 and a pandemic in March 2012. As of 28 December of 2012, more than 81.1 million cases have been confirmed and 1.77 million deaths attributed to COVID-19. This pandemic effect of a school. The effect of this pandemic as a university that in the world. As of 30 September 2012, approximately 1,000 million learners are currently affected due to school closure in response to the pandemic. According to UNICEF, monitor 53 countries are currently implementing nationwide closure and 27 are implementing local closed impact about this pandemic. The point of my presentation is first, plan strategies to cope with COVID-19 lessons stress as students doing e-learning in education, and second, plan strategies to cope with COVID-19 to support vulnerable students when school reopen after COVID-19. So the first, I will explain about plan strategies to cope with COVID-19 stress as students doing e-learning in education. When you feeling stressed, you can practice self-care. When you're doing basic self-care will keep your immune system strong and your emotional reserve full. You can practice self-care of doing get enough sleep, exercise regularly, eat well, of trying mindfulness apps. You can find activities that engage different parts of yourself. Do something physical like dancing or sport and occupy your mind with puzzle. Enjoy your sense with hot bedroom and fragrant candles and look for your tasks postpone or simple from your to-do list later. Second is find way to focus. When you might feel stressed when you to do tasks, you might feel unmotivated now. Recognize that the current circumstances are hard for everyone. Don't judge yourself, just do the best you can. Establish a routine, get up, go to bed, and do your work at the same time every day. Frequent breaks can help you re-engage in your work. Try to create a separate workspace, although you should reserve your sleeping area for sleeping. If family members are distracting you, use I statements to explain the problem. I worried about my exam next week and work together and find a new solution. Third is seek out social support. Might you feel like you need to support your classmates have probably scattered, and having to stay home can be lonely. You need to support others to combat isolation. Come together with your dorms mates or graduate school convert via technology like virtual web Zoom, Webex, and Google Meet, and even something as simple as Turning on your webcam during virtual classes can help you and others feel more connected. 4 is limit your media consumption. When you feel alone and in home, you feel bored, and of course, it's good to stay informed, especially about what's happening in your area, especially about this pandemic. But too much news, especially social media, can add to your anxiety. To avoid being overwhelmed, set limits on your media consumption and smartphone use. Cut through misinformation by relying on reputable sources like the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and World Health Organization. And then focus on things you can control. Your classmates, friends, or family members might be disobeying the rules about physical distancing or doing other things that add to your stress. While modeling good behavior and staying safe yourself requires that you can control what other people do. You can control by your own thoughts, feelings, and behavior. Second, plan strategies to cope with COVID-19 to support vulnerable students when school reopens after Corona. First, priorities continuity. In example, in Quebec, the Ministry of Education has outlined a maximum class size of 15 students. This means some children will be assigned to a class that's being taught by someone other than their regular teacher. For children who have experienced trauma in their lives building rapport with confidence in other in challenging tasks. But schools could prioritize hiring teachers with familiarity with students through earlier teaching, placement, or substitution work. They can help also pair up new teachers with people in school who knew the students. Second, focus on academic and psychological well-being. To develop a clear plan of maintaining academic and social skills as well as psychological well-being for children who had difficulties before the pandemic hit, this will help to limit delays that some children might experience. School will need resort to hire specialists such as special education experts and school psychology to help support vulnerable students. So in conclusion, we have planned strategies to cope with COVID-19, lessen stress as students with learning in education, like practice self-care, find way to focus, seek out social support, help others, and limit your minutes consumption and focus on things you can control. And then plan strategies plan strategies to cope with COVID-19 to support vulnerable students when school reopen after coronavirus is prioritize continuity, focus on academic, psychology, well-being, and build school community. That's all about my presentation. Don't don't try to ask me a question later. Thank you.